Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are still busy with our second free day in the game and we did basically all the shops, excluding the bookstore of course, in Trista. So right now we're gonna go into the Kirsche Inn in order to talk to the people there and see the let's say the bonding event with Crow, because Crow is definitely one I won't pick. Reason is because one, he stole my 50 Mira and he doesn't deserve a bonding event, and second of all, I don't know if he'll join our party anywhere in the game, so I don't want to waste 500 linking points on him. The other three, however, I've seen them in our party. Sarah at the beginning of the game, and of course Emma and Gaius because they are part of our class, so that's really easy to show. So I did ask in the comments yesterday people's opinion about who to pick. So they really got me to think about it and which one I wanted. And there is apparently like a romancing option into the game, which doesn't carry a lot of weight, it's more like a personal choice. And I haven't really picked one of the girls as a romantic interest for Rean. So far, the one that's on top is of course Laura, but she is not part of the bonding event today, or at this moment. Right. So, I think I'm gonna go with both the girls, I mean Sarah and Emma, so that at some point, when I decide, oh, this is the most amazing character we have in the game, I'm gonna focus on that one. From that moment on, we can go with that person. So, Gaius and Crow, they will be the two we'll be just watching, showing, and the other two will pick. So, let's continue on, walking around and talking to people. And of course, as always, if we show the event, we will reload afterwards. You know what, let's do the event straight away. Yo, so we meet again. Enjoying a little tea in peace and quiet today, bro? Nah, I'm just waiting around for an appointment. But they're sure taking their sweet time. Way to keep a guy hanging. I get a feeling you've done the same thing at least a couple of times. Oh, feeling cheeky today, aren't we? Can't really deny it though. I wonder who he's waiting for. It doesn't seem like a girl at least, I don't think. Yes, we're gonna spend a bonding point so we can see who he's waiting for. Mind if I join you, Crow? Oh, sure thing. And hey, once I get here, maybe you can even join in. Ah, is it for a poker match or something? At least I'm not hoping it's a date, because that would be awkward. Yo, kept you waiting, huh? Speak of the devil. Oh, sorry we're late. We ended up getting a bit distracted. This isn't what I was expecting. I'll let you off the hook this time. Better not let it happen again, though. I know. But what are we missing around here for? Let's get started already. I think these are the two kids in front of the church, isn't it? Oh, yeah, a blade match. Is that Blade? What? Do you play? I've been telling everyone who's listening about it. Even handed the deck over to old Mick to spread the love. So, it was Crow's deck that Mick gave me. Alright, take that. Oh, you're in for it now. Don't give up, Kay. This is nice to see. I didn't think you had it in you to look out for anyone else. Maybe you're not so bad after all. Hey, you flatter me. Wanna join in? Bets start at 3. You can't be seriously making children gamble. I mean, that depends on your definition of gamble. We're just playing for candy. Wait, how does that make it okay? Yeah, because he's basically indoctrinating them with gamble. Yeah, now it's candy. When they start at the academy, it's gonna be money. But it's still kind of sad you're betting against children. Aren't you technically an adult now? Whoa there. Slow down a little. Age is all relative in a clash of spirits like this. Take this, bolt. Right into my trap. Eat this, mirror. Oh man, are you serious? You did it, Kay. Piece of cake. Thanks, Crow. I don't even know what we're gonna do with all these sweets. Ah, dang it. That's the last one you're getting out of me. Looks like Crow's the only one losing anything here. I guess I could play a few rounds. Rean then joined the fun and enjoyed a few games of Blade with everyone. See? No points. Dang, I'm almost out of sweets to bet. Yo, Rean, wanna lend me some? I'll give you twice as many back, I swear. Yeah, not happening. Yeah, we're still waiting on our 50 Mira. Oh, cheapskate. Now I got a ton of sweets. I'll split them with Rudy later. It's always fun when Crow's around. Yeah, but he is teaching them how to gamble, and I don't know how I feel about that. They have to learn at some time, but... Kids? Really? Come on, Crow, you're better than this. Alright, let's reload and re-enter the inn. Alright, kids are gone. We have no knowledge about them there being gambling here in Kirsche Inn. Crow looks irresponsible, but you'd be surprised at how good he is at taking care of people. He's kind of like Fred that way, which makes sense given how well the two of them get along. Crow's surprisingly good at taking care of others. Granted, that doesn't stop him from doing dumb stuff all the time. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of dumb stuff. I have some less pleasant memories of the one time I tried my hand at betting one of the horse races. One day, you're going to take a big loss and end up dirt poor, Fred. No way, you worry too much. I can only hope you're right. Oh, horse racing is an Erebonian tradition. There's nothing wrong with me standing there making predictions while I work, right? I don't know what to go with though. Guess I'll ask Crow what he thinks. You can't call yourself an Erebonian if you're not interested in horse racing. Once you turn 20, come with me and I'll show you the ropes. Anything interesting? Still the same stuff. Good. Crow, we're not gonna talk to you because you're gambling with children. And there's no one upstairs. Good. Alright. Already talked to those two. It's Emma. Oh, hello, Rean. I see you working hard as always. Oh, hey there, Emma. You know, I see you in this bookstore pretty often. What brings you here today? Well, today I'm searching for some study materials. I'm hoping to find some that will help Fee with our classwork. Oh, so that's it. Have you come across anything good yet? Not quite. I was trying to find something that would make it easy for her to understand. But on my honor as a class president, I'm going to keep looking until I find something. I do owe her one after she cheered me up yesterday. Maybe I can help her out. Do we want to... Yeah, I think we want to do it now. And I'll keep Sarah until we've done the entirety of the academy. But since we're here, let's spend some time with Emma. And this is a keeper. How about I help you out then? Are you sure? And thank you so much for offering. Okay, to get started, would you mind searching over there? Oh, got it. Unsurprisingly, most of the books here are targeted at people with a high level of education. Fee isn't quite there though, so I need something a bit simpler for her. It's really considerate of you to use so much of your free time to help her. But isn't this cutting into your own studies? It's not a big deal, really. I got into the academy on a scholarship, so I want to return the favor by doing all I can to help other students out. Class 7 is an especially small class too, so helping each other just seems like the natural thing to do. That kind of thinking is why you're our class president. You don't need to flatter me. It's not flattery, it's honesty. For what it's worth, Fee has been paying a lot more attention in class since you two started studying together too. Oh, I've noticed that. It's nice to see. Hopefully I can teach her how to get excited about learning new things before our midterms start. That would definitely be a big step for her. Hearing that makes me really want to find her the right book. You and me both. Oh, what about that book over there? That might work. This one? Ren and Emma hand brushed against one another as they reached out for the book. Oops, oh, sorry about that. Oh, likewise. And thus they managed to find some useful study material for Fee. Your bond with Emma strengthened. Yeah, give me those bonds. Yeah, as you did get a little bit shy when the hands touched, but normal? Probably. Oh, thank you for your help, Rean. I think this will be a great study aid for Fee. No problem. I hope your study sessions will go well with her. I'll do what I can. Alright, let's see our optional quest. Oh, welcome. Feel free to browse at your leisure. Oh, pardon me, but you sent a request to the student council, didn't you? Ah, I certainly did. I'm guessing this means you're taking care of it. Wonderful. Yep, you said you needed help with delivering some books to the Academy's instructors? Ah, correct. I usually handle it myself, so I'm sorry to put that work on you today. Oh, if you don't mind me asking, is there a reason you needed someone else to do this? Well, shamefully enough, yes. I lost the order sheet I received from the Academy, so now I'm not sure who I should deliver each book to. That's when I decided that it would be best to ask one of you students instead. You're more familiar with your instructors than I am, so you might be able to deduce who ordered what. Well, so that's why you put the request in with the student council? Exactly. I actually hire a part-timer who's a student at Thors. I had planned on asking her first, but she's working somewhere else today, so the student council was my only recourse. Now it all makes sense. So, are you free at the moment? I'd like to get them delivered as soon as possible. Accept the request. Oh sure, I'll take these off your hands. Ah, great. Here you go. You'll have 5 books to deliver. They make for a heavy load, so be careful carrying them. Behind the War of the Lions. Modern Art, the Complete Works. Topical Science. Analyzing Macroeconomics. And the Empire's Hottest Spots. You weren't kidding about the weight. Did anyone order multiple books? Don't worry, that's just 1 per person. So 5 deliveries, 5 people, 5 books. Well, seems simple enough. These are all different enough that I should be able to figure out which instructor ordered each one. I'll get started right away. I'm sure you'll do a great job. Right. I'll leave the book deliveries to you. They aren't exactly light, so be careful. I will. Alright, do we have anything else new? Traditional archery. So Alyssa. The art of oh, definitely Fee. Definitely Fee. Manly munchies. Sandwiches. A recipe book. Cool. Alright, let's check them out straight away. Glance through the traditional archery. The archery tips in this book are really easy to understand. I should share them with Alyssa sometime. And we shall. And it doesn't seem like her link status can be going higher. Doesn't mean we're already at max level, or is that because we don't know what the next level just is? I think it's going to be the second one. It's way too early to have it maxed out right now. The art of napping. Well, this book goes into surprising detail on how to have a really refreshing nap. Seemed like the one book Fee'd want to read. I should tell her about it. Definitely. And then we've got the recipe book. obtained the recipe for a tomato sandwich. Cool. Do we want to... No, I think I'm gonna keep it till we're in the old schoolhouse. This is a little bit of extra thing while we're hunting the dungeon. But it's definitely a new recipe. Hey, Fidelio. What say we find some cute girls to photograph? All of these scenic shots are boring me out of my skull. Hey, no complaining, Rex. We're not here to mess around. Ah, come on, man. Don't be such a killjoy. This town is full of babes. Just look around you. Yeah, he doesn't got the right attitude for the photography club, I think. He's too much into girls. You know what I mean. Taking photographs of girls, and that is a very slippery slope. Since we had the day off, I decided I'd take Rex into town. You might not think it, but there's a lot of good photo material around Trista. Even things like fish swimming in the river and the changing of the flowers with the seasons makes for great photos. Yeah, at least with Fidelio, I know he's talking about the actual scenery and not all the women around. Alright, new fish here as well. Let's fish them right up. Alright, just the standard fish you can find around Trista and the Academy. Oh, I think we need to get a better rod if you want to catch something else. Oh, Emil is such a bright boy. I'm sure he'll make his way into a respectable school. However, his lack of friends nowadays is kind of worrisome. He used to get along so well with the other children in town too. Emil seems to have cut off all contact with his old friends. As smart as he is, it's hard for a mother not to worry. So definitely a mother. Yeah. Last time with our free day we came here, I wasn't sure if she was a maid or a mother because the father was being a bit forceful. But she's definitely a mother, we know now for sure. Oh, Klein said he won't be able to make it today. I wonder what his substitute will be like. Isn't that us, or do we need to meet up with Klein first? Probably. Klein said he won't be able to make it today. Oh well, you'll meet your substitute soon enough. But I'm guessing that Klein is at the academy, which is fine. And having said that, let's have a quick look at the note for the books to see if there's any extra information. No, it just says each title should help us guess which faculty member needs which book. Oh, I do hope that when we talk to them, they will say, "Hey, this is the book I want, give it to them." Because I have no idea. I think the War of the Lions might be Principal Van Dyke. The mathematician, I would say, would be a math teacher. Would that be... I don't know. We'll decide when we reach the academy and we come across our first couple of teachers. And then we'll say, you know what? That one seems like it could be yours. Hopefully I won't lose AP points if I give it to the wrong one. Oh well, we'll see. Hey, that's our little gamblers. Ah, come on, Rudy, hurry it up. I'm ready to give him a beat down. Come on, Rudy. Me and Kay have got plans today. I think we're already late though. Yes, you are. I've already seen your future. You're gonna win big, so I think you're gonna be good. Oh my, it suits you so well. You're now officially an apprentice sister. From now on, we'll be working together to help everyone around us. Oh, it will be my pleasure. I look forward to learning all there is to know about being a sister. Does it suit me? If so, I need to be sure to work even harder. The last thing I wish to do is bring shame to the sister image. Oh, your habit suits you quite well. From now on, Rosine, you will work together to help everyone around us. Yeah, I'm sure she will give it her best shot. Rosine attended church on a regular basis back in her hometown. She's been an invaluable help to all of us here too. I can safely say that she'll make a wonderful sister when she's older. Rosine is very passionate about serving Agios. I can safely say that she'll make a wonderful sister when she's older. Yeah, but for now, she does need to enjoy her school life too. Not only being a sister, but that's my opinion on that. Because how can you decide if that's the life for you if you haven't tasted all the other life options? No! I forgot my purse. I can't believe I made such a rookie mistake. Right, now I've got everything I need. Now to hurry back and meet up with Melinda. Oh, I seriously can't believe I forgot my purse. Me, of all people. Unlike the upper class dorm, we don't have any maids here. Which means we have to do our own cleaning, cooking, washing and stuff. Seems like the rich kids just have head out for meals instead of cooking though. And here's Mr. Klein. Oh, excuse me. You're Klein, right? I am. If you're asking, you must be Rean. Yep, Rean Schwarzer of class 7. At your service. I read you wanted to fill in for you at your tutoring job? That's right. Something urgent came up, so I won't be able to make it today. That's why I took this straight to the student council. Well, if you don't mind me prying, may I ask what's so urgent? Of course. Truth is, my family got in contact with me last night to tell me that my mom collapsed when she was out working. She's all I know, but I've already got tickets for the train out to the country this afternoon. I'd do the same if I were you. The house you'll be tutoring at is a straight shot south from these dorms. It'll be the riverside, you can't miss it. Your pupil is a boy named Emil and you'll be speaking to his mother Melissa. In terms of what and how you teach him, I'm leaving that entirely up to you. And honestly, if you want to back out, that's fine too. I already told Melissa that you're not necessarily locked in, so she'll understand if you can't make it. Thanks for giving me the out at least. Alright. I probably should have asked at the beginning, but are you sure you want me doing this? I've never tutored anyone before. Well, you're a student here, so you've got the knowledge to do it, at least. Ever helped other people study before? Well, I've helped my younger sister with things she didn't understand at Sunday school. Then there you have it. Emil's got all the books she needs already, so all you need to do is to go through the material together. Today's topic should be orbital science, by the way. You might want to brush up at the library if you're not too confident in that area. Thank you for the information. Well then, I've still got to pack, so I'll be heading back to my room now. Any other questions before I go? Well, I should be fine with what you told me. Nice. This is a real weight off my shoulders. Good luck. Okay, so we've got 2 optional quests, which is telling me to study. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Well, I do hope nothing serious happened to his mom. So today's topic is orbital science, huh? Well, you probably had the right idea about going to the library. It's probably worth brushing up on my knowledge of the Reinfurt company too. Once I've done that, I'll find that house. Yeah, I'm sure we can do it, but I think they're right. I think I'm gonna go to the library first before heading out to that side quest. But I do want to contain Trista first, before going over all of the academy. There's a wealth of fascinating people in this year's new batch of students. For one, there's Lady Ferris, finds herself tripping over nothing on a daily basis. And there's Master Kenneth, who constantly breaks the dorm curfew to indulge in fishing. There's also Master Patrick of the High Arms family, who's very fussy, really, and something difficult to interact with because of it. Right. We got 2 instead of 3 because we haven't made it yet. Warm egg soup. Wow, I had no idea such a delicious looking food existed. Thank you very much. It should be a great help. Wow, I had no idea such delicious food existed. Thank you very much. You're welcome. We'll be back if we have more. I have been serving Master Patrick for 15 years now. While it might be presumptuous of me to say so, as the years have passed, I've watched over him like an older brother. Given how many years the two of us have spent together, I am well aware of his quickly invoked ire. Even so, I do hope that you will try to get along with him. I will do my best. Having been by his side for most of his life, I'm well aware of Master Patrick's positive and negative traits. Although he may be difficult at times, please do try to get along with him. Like I said, I will give my best. But like I said, not the easiest person because of his nobility. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, unless there is a scene triggered when I go to the academy, I'm going to head to the library first. I'm gonna read up about the Orbital Science and the Reinford Company, and then I'm gonna go back to the house of the kid so we can do his study lesson. And hopefully we'll be doing good, because I have a feeling that our AP is gonna depend on it.
Right.
Okay, so let's go and study. Alright, I've studied at the library, and I went through the culture section with the Reinford Company and the 2 sections with Orbital Technology, so that should be with all the information we need to teach Emil, hopefully. And it will be easier if we won't be affected with our AP, but I couldn't stand any chances, so I read everything there. It wasn't too bad. Excuse me, I was sent here by a 2nd year student called Klein. Ah, you must be the one filling in for him. How thoughtful of him to find a replacement. Are you free to tutor Emil now? Accept her request. Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. I'll take you to his room then. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rean Schwarzer. I'm a 1st year and a member of Class 7. Nice to meet you. Oh, likewise. So, what do you want to say we get started? We'll be going over Orbital Science today, correct? That's right. I've already got my textbook ready. Can you not grab a chair, Rean? Does just feel like you're in a rush. Okay, page 40, huh? So we'll be focusing more on the historical side of things. Indeed, for the record, Klein and I covered up to the beginnings of the Orbital Revolution last time. It really deserves to be called a revolution for changing everyone's life so much and quickly. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the revolution was in 1150. I'm sure you know the answer, but let me ask to refresh myself. How long ago did the Orbital Revolution take place? Roughly 50 years ago, because we are in 1200 something, maybe? Starting with an easy one, I see. It started about 50 years ago. You make it sound like a common knowledge. I should have expected you to be smart since you are a Thors student. I wouldn't go that far. Okay, to follow up, do you know who invented ordnance? Definitely. Well, I wanna say Russell, but according to the books in the library, it's Professor Epstein. That would be Professor C. Epstein. Speaking of which, it was in the year 1155, just a year after his death, that the Epstein Foundation was formed by his skilled disciples. Oh wow, I didn't even expect to hear all of that. You really are amazing. Oh, that's not true. The way I explained things probably made them even harder to understand. Either way, I think today's plan is to go over these topics as a refresher first. And after that, we'll try and cover everything up until the year 1170 of the Septian calendar. Sounds good to me. Okay, seems like everything is going okay. And that's about it. Did you manage to get all of that? Yes, I should be good to go. Oh, I have to admit, I'm surprised. It's hard to believe that a company as massive as Reinford used to be just a single factory. It really is. The Orbital Revolution brought about big changes just about everywhere. But it's safe to say that Reinford factory transformed into such a huge corporation is one of the biggest ones. It certainly ended up having a major impact on Zemuria. So I'd have to agree. Speaking of which, I want to ask, what was it that Reinford factory specialized in making? And this book doesn't really mention that. To be honest, in the library, this was the only thing they said about the Reinford factory. I also read up about Zeiss, Central Factory, was in there. The one of Vern, like another company as well. But for this one, I think it was just in weaponry and stuff. Well, yeah, it should be this. Well, they specialized in making weapons, such as guns and artillery. The factory has been around for a long time. I even heard that it was around back in the Middle Ages. That's fascinating. Thanks for letting me know. I'm impressed at just how knowledgeable you are. I wonder if I didn't read the books in the library, would he also have been giving all these extra tidbits about it? Like this is like a confirmation that I've actually read up at it at the library? Would be cool if it was so. Probably not. It's probably common knowledge for Rean just because he got the answers. Well, I'm just doing my job. Oh, it seems like today's session is over. Are you okay with leaving off here for the day? This is a good stopping point. So yes, it was a pleasure to have you as a tutor today. Ah, nice kid. Oh, thank you for covering for Klein. Emil seems to have learned a lot today. He's a great teacher. In fact, I'd even put him on the same level as Klein. I'm honored. Well, I'm glad to see he's happy. Well then, I have to give you something. Wow. I don't know if we can accept that. Oh, thank you. Wait, mirror? Oh, I can just take this. Why not? Well, people normally get paid for their work. Well, I guess. It didn't feel like work to me. I guess it'd be rude to refuse it though. Well, if you insist. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I'm very grateful you filled in for Klein. Quest completed. And I think we did very well. Questions weren't as hard as I thought they would be. I expected to go a lot more in detail. But yeah, okay, there's one more person I want to talk to here. And that is Becky. Because she's the one that usually works in the bookstore. So I'm thinking if we talk to her, maybe she can tell us who we need to deliver the books to. Even though when we got to the library, I saw a exclamation mark above Thomas, which means he's probably one of the people that needs a book. But seeing as I need to pick the right one to give to him, I might want some extra information. I think the first person I'm gonna go to is probably gonna be Principal Van Dyke, because I'm really sure that the War of the Lions book is gonna be his, because he has one in his own study. So it feels more like a logical one. And from that point, if we can learn how much we need to know in order to give the right book, then we can go to all the other people. Aye, this definitely suits ya. Here, give the wee try on. Oh aye, the flashy colors are just a perfect match for that snobby attitude of yours. Becky, you really aren't holding back today, are you? Are you feeling well? What's wrong? Okay, so no indication that she'll tell us anything about the books. Which is fine. Like I said, we have a plan. Information from her would just been like that little bit extra on top, just to help me figure everything out. Alright, seeing as Van Dyke is probably on the first floor in the main building, do we want to check out other sites first? Because we are heading towards the end of the episode. I don't think I can go to over the entirety of the academy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go straight for Van Dyke, because I want to know how much we need to know to deliver those books. So if it's just going to the right person, it's going to be very easy, because there's an indicator on the map where the people for the books are. Why is there no indicator with Van Dyke? Okay. Oh, Instructor Sarah joined the faculty last year at Principal Van Dyke's recommendation. I don't know what she did before, but her prowess and judgment are supposedly exceptional. It would be quite an honor to be scouted by the principal at such a young age. She doesn't seem a little lackadaisical at times though. Principal Van Dyke himself recommended that Instructor Sarah start working here. While she can be a little lazy once in a while, there's no denying that she's exceptionally at what she does. Yeah, she is lazy, but she got the heart in the right place and she does put in the work in order to help her students, definitely. Oh, good day, Fee. Are you here for a nap? Yep. That's just fine by me. Go ahead and use one of the free beds. Let me go get some tea and sweets for you too. Great. Oh, it always smells nice in here. Kinda relaxes me. Oh, I'm happy to see that even Fee joined the club. It's always good to have something that you can devote yourself to. You are students after all. You might as well make the most of your time here by trying all sorts of different things. Exactly. That's how you should be during your studies. And not just being a nun. I'm not saying you shouldn't be, but I'm saying you could try other things out as well. It's gonna be Makarov? No. Makarov, I would say, would be the math book. Alright, if we have to make a choice, I'm pretty sure we can back out of it, right? You wouldn't be privy to Instructor Velestine's whereabouts, would you? Her combat studies are scheduled for the same time as my military science lessons, and I've been trying to resolve that. Unfortunately, none of my attempts to contact her have received any reply. What on earth is she be doing? Given that she's getting hammered in the dorm, perhaps honesty isn't the best policy right now. It must be rough for someone so straight-laced to work with someone like Instructor Sarah. And we aren't going to tell him where she is. Instructor Velestine never changes. It doesn't matter what she once was. She's now an instructor at the Military Academy. She needs to act like one. Yeah. There's so much more I want to learn about her history, what she actually did before this, and how she actually was. I hope at some point we'll learn a bit more of that. Ah, Vice Principal Heinrich. Maybe he's into the War of the Lions as well? You're that Rean Schwarzer from Instructor Velestine's class. Oh, what brings you to me? Well, may I have a minute of your time? I'm pretty sure he teaches the political and economic classes. That should mean... do you know this book by any chance? Rean showed Vice Principal Heinrich the copy of Analyzing Macroeconomics. Ah, it just so happens that's the very book I ordered from the bookstore. But why do you have it? Wait, don't tell me that Velestine's corrupted you into petty thief. Ah, you're both stealing academy deliveries, aren't you? Hold on, let me explain. Rean carefully calmed Vice Principal Heinrich down, explained the situation, and handed over the Analyzing Macroeconomics. Ah, I see. Allow me to apologize for doubting you so readily and so vehemently. But that raises another question. Your father is a baron, is he not? Then why, pray tell, would you someone of such worthy blood perform such menial task? Because we don't see ourselves above all the other people, and we like to help. What exactly are you asking of me? I do not mean to deny the work ethic and the importance of the student council, but nobles have their roles and commoners have theirs. It would just like for you to keep that in mind. I see. Oh, what's more, you could very well have a bright future. Try not to let Instructor Velestine's influence stain it too much. That's all. You may take your leave. Oh, thank you for your time. He must be gunning for the title of Thor's most punchable faculty member. Brilliant, the most punchable. If even Rean is saying that, is really bad. And I feel like he's really into the split of society between nobles and commoners. You actually shouldn't have that on a school, but even the classes are split here, so yeah, I can understand why. But they should grow out of it. Hopefully we can see a bit more of that during this series. You are a noble, and you should conduct yourself as such. This goes without saying, but do not allow yourself to be dragged down by your slacker of an instructor. Alright, well, but the positive news is that we do not need to have knowledge about who needs what book. We just need to find the people, and the book will deliver themselves. Brilliant. I leave investigating the old schoolhouse in your hands this month too. Be sure that you're fully prepared before entering, however. There's always a chance that you may run into another fiend. We will, sir. Incidentally, if you don't mind me asking, how much do you know about Fee? She's rather enigmatic, to say the least. She seems to have entered the old schoolhouse to explore on her own before. Fee Clausel has some special circumstances behind her, to say the least. However, I'm sure the time will come where she will trust her classmates enough to speak of it of her own free will. Ah, I see. You're probably right. I guess it's best to wait until she feels like telling us rather than trying to pry it into. Yeah, because if she figured it out that you poked for information, it will definitely not be appreciated. And if you do wait, as she knows you haven't been asking around, it will be appreciated even more and helping her relax in the class. I think eventually she will. I think she's already opening up to Emma. And that's the first. The next one will be a lot easier for her. I leave investigating the old schoolhouse in your hands this month too. Be sure that you're fully prepared before entering, however. There's always a chance that you may run into another foe. Yes, I know. I'm actually expecting it. No one in the computer chamber, and there's no concierge or janitor in his own room. Alright, perfect. See if we can do a bit of the second floor as well. Ah, another book and the 3 classrooms. The other side, our own classroom, is empty. Be careful. Approaching Clara when she's like that is asking for trouble. Annoy her enough and she'll start chasing you with her chisel. Don't ask me how I know. I want to know. I definitely want to know. Oh, I wonder if most other artists are like Clara. If so, the art world is a terrifying place. Well, you know Gaius, and Gaius is definitely not like that. Alright. Oh, hello Rean. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you? Nah, it's alright. Clara instructed me to do some designs. Designs. What's a design? Probably some sort of design. So I've been spending the day working on those. I felt a bit tired after finishing a couple of them though, so I'm just taking a break for now. Sounds like you've been working hard at least. I kinda wanna see what he's like when he's drawing. I kinda wanna see, but we'll have to wait until the next episode to do this. Because I think the perfect time to show a bowling event instead of picking is at the beginning of an episode, and since we are that close, I think we can do that. Oh, now is not the time! I'm trying to hear this statue's voice. I can almost hear it, don't make a sound. Well, I think you'll need to hear the sound of a horse. And if you hear anything else, you might want to go by the nurse's office. Margarita brings an indomitable sense of creativity to her cooking. It's really interesting. If anyone ends up creating an entirely new dish in this club, it's going to be her. I feel as though it's vital to let your creativity guide your cooking, even if it leads to your food smelling like soap. Yeah, that's how we get the bad recipes. Oh, last time I baked cookies, nobody even tried them. Perhaps it's because I let them get cold and men couldn't be drawn in by their
exquisite smell. Time to make a new batch, this time with extra rose extract. It brings out the pheromones, you know. I know quite a bit about roses. Ah, what a lovely sense.
Alright. I'm actually quite curious on how everything tastes, but I don't know if it's wise, considering who she is. Are you planning on spending today running around the campus on more of the student council errands? You're a strange one, to say the least. You say that, but maybe you'd like to join me. I'm afraid I have to decline. At any rate, if being an errand boy is your thing, at least do it with the competence befitting a noble. Will do. I'm not particularly given to putting myself at the whims of others and running to and fro on their behalf. But if that's your thing, let's do it with the competence of befitting a noble. Oh, we do. Because I don't think it's dishonorable to help people, but we can make it look like we're doing it in a fancy way. It's a wind orchestra tradition to hold a concert every summer. If the new recruits keep getting better, I think this year could be the best one ever. Well, I guess we just have to practice enough to make sure that happens. Liz definitely had shoulders above the other new recruits. I can't wait to see how much he improves over the time summer rolls around. It turns out the Wind Orchestra puts on a yearly performance. I think about it making me excited. We've got our practical exam and midterms to deal with before that too, though. With so much lined up, I feel like our time here will be over before we know it. Hope we can make the most of it. Concert, practical exams, midterms, so much lined up, I feel like our time here will be over before we know it. Hope we can make the most of it. Well, I knew that the club here was pretty serious, but I was still surprised when I heard we were going to perform. I suppose it's nice to see that the Wind Orchestra holds its members to the Academy's high standards. I wonder if Alan would come along if I invited him. It's been a long time since I've seen Alan, but I can't find a chance to even talk to him. Maybe I'll see if I can find him in the training hall later. Oh, I was practicing my flute and it kind of broke. Just part of it. But I stuck it right back on, so it should be a-okay, right? She's so clumsy. I actually love that about her. She feels so human, because we all had those moments that we were so clumsy.
Okay, don't panic. It's working well enough for now, so we should be good. I hope.
Oh, why hello there. Did you have a question for me? I do. Do you have a moment? Instructor Mary teaches both the arts and home ec, so this should be hers. Did you order this book recently? Rean showed Instructor Mary the copy of Modern Art, The Complete Works.
Oh yes, I did.
But is there a reason you have it? Well, funny you should ask. It's quite the story. Rean explained the situation to Instructor Mary and handed over Modern Art, The Complete Works.
Oh, I see.
That's very diligent of you. Oh, not at all. I'm just doing what was asked of me.
Oh, come on now. No need to be so humble.
I should have said it earlier, but thank you for going out of your way to bring this directly to me. I'm sure this book will increase the quality of my lessons dramatically. You've made my students very happy. That's very flattering.
Thank you for taking the time to deliver this. I'll be sure to read it once I've returned to the faculty lounge.
Take your time. It's your book. You can do whatever you want. Let's check the roof quickly. Ooh, Makarov. I knew you'd had a book. Oh, hey, Rean, right? What do you need? Oh, just a moment of your time, if you can spare it. Instructor Makarov teaches natural sciences and orbital engineering, so this one might just be it. Did you order this from the bookstore recently? Rean showed Instructor Makarov the issue of Topical Science. Yeah. I've got a subscription to that magazine through the bookstore. But what are you doing with it?
Well, it's like this.
Rean explained the situation to Instructor Makarov and handed over Topical Science. Ah, well, that will do it, thanks. Between schoolwork and doing favors for the student council, you must be one busy guy. Well, I won't deny that. Chasing the subject for a minute, mind if I ask what you're doing up here? Well, evading all my teacherly responsibilities. Couldn't you tell? Right, how silly of me. There are some things you just shouldn't say in front of your hard-working students. It's cool though. I'm doing just enough work to keep me from being fired. You try it out sometimes, no offense, but I think you work too hard. Today's your free day, so you should use it to relax a bit. All that hard work will catch up with you if you don't. That's a good point. Whoa, I wouldn't have guessed that out of him. I guess he does care about his students in his own way. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my magazine. Catch you later. Right, thank you for your time. Let's take a look at this. Hilarious. Another issue full of crappy theories with absolutely no proper basis. Gets me every time. Okay, so he's got a magazine of the Daily Mirror or something? Did I hand him the right magazine? You probably did. I think that's the only person here, and I think we're well over time to call this episode to a close. So next time we're gonna go to the field, gymnasium, engineering, student union, and the library. And of course, with it, watch the bonding event with Gaius, which will join the show, and picking the bonding event with Sarah. And after all that, if we still have time, we'll be starting with our mandatory quest, which is the old schoolhouse. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we do some more bonding with our fellow classmates. See you then. Bye bye.